Welcome back to the Religious Treehouse. I'm Jodie.
I'm Matthew.
How are you doing today, Matthew?
I am doing pretty good, I guess. I don't know. How are you doing?
My throat hurts. I'm sick and I am ready. My birthday is coming up. I'm so excited. It's my birthday
Ooh.
tomorrow.
Well, it'll be your birthday last week by the time we record this. Or no, by
Yeah,
the time we post this. I don't know. Time is confusing. By the time we record this, as
by
we're
the
recording it,
yeah,
it's fine. I don't know.
but
We're doing an episode. This is exciting.
it is very exciting this year for our holiday movies. We have decided to watch Eight Crazy Nights. What'd you
Yeah.
think of it, Matthew?
Okay. So we have a few types of movies that I think that the way that I categorize them in my head. There's
Mhm.
movies that I've seen that I know will like have good conversations or things we can talk about. And like I know there'll be like fine episodes because it's like I've got things to say. This will be exciting. And then there's movies that I haven't seen, but I've heard like good things about, and I'm like, okay, this will be great. Like I'm excited to watch it and all that type of stuff. And then there's movies that I haven't seen, and it's a wild card of like I have no idea what's going to happen here. Maybe this is going to be great. Maybe this is going to be awful. This is one of the movies that I haven't seen. And Jodie, I'm going to be completely honest here. I have no idea what we're going to talk about in this episode. This was one of the, if not the worst movie that we've seen so far here. Like it rivals Midsummer, not in like quality, because like Midsummer was like good quality, but like just not for me. This movie, not for anyone. This was just a bad movie. And I'm like, yeah, let's watch a movie about Hanukkah. That'll be nice. That's like what about Eight Crazy Nights? Adam Sandler loves talking about Hanukkah and stuff. We'll see what he has to say. That was a bad mistake on my part. So I would like to apologize to you in advance because this one was my pick. Um, but yeah, that was rough.
Yeah, no, man. Eight Crazy Nights and barely any mention of Hanukkah. Hanukkah was adjacently relevant to the plot.
Yeah, it was something. So I guess we'll briefly, talk about this. Sorry, everyone, if you're hoping like, wow, really excited for the Religious Treehouse episode this week. I hope it's a 2 hour special. Geez, I have no idea like what there is to say about this movie. But here we are. We're gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, man.
What a great way to start an episode. Like, hey guys, this is gonna be awful. Hope you listen anyways.
We promise there will be laughs.
I can't
So,
promise that because have you seen this movie?
it's so, I mean, the biggest Hanukkah or Jewish symbol, the biggest thing that was related to Hanukkah was literally an ice sculpture.
Yeah.
And it was this, I thought it was very cool that it was the same size as Santa Claus.
Yeah. No, okay. What I do think is interesting about what they did there is like we wouldn't be having this same conversation if we watched a Christmas movie and was so upset that it wasn't about Christianity. So perhaps the mistake that we're making is saying, "Hey, this is a movie about a holiday. We're expecting it to be about the religious aspects of it in some way or another." Where we wouldn't be doing that with, like, if we were to watch The Grinch or if we were to watch, I don't know, I'm blanking on any Christmas movie right now.
Four
Um,
Christmases.
but yeah,
Um,
like if we were to
okay.
watch those movies and we're trying to like analyze it through like a Christian perspective, we would get about just as far as we are doing here with this Hanukkah movie.
Yeah.
And so I think in that sense, looking at it through that lens, they're like, okay, this is a Hanukkah movie in the same way that Christmas movies are Christmas movies. Is that it's not trying to discuss the religion, it's not trying to necessarily make claims about religious practice per se, but it's expressing or trying to express some truth or something, and it failed. Let me tell you that right now because it was an awful movie. Um, just as Christmas movies are trying to express some truth or anything. I don't know why I'm associating this with The Grinch for some reason, but like that's the example that I'm talking through in my head here
That
because
was the
like
first thing that came to my mind when we were watching it. I was like, oh my God, this is the Grinch.
oh, but yeah, like in The Grinch, it has these like morals that like you go through as with like most of these like holiday theme movies. We've got a grumpy Grinch guy who tries to like do grumpy things, and then by the end he's better. And that's essentially what happened here. We got a grumpy Adam Sandler who does bad things, and eventually by the end he's better.
Yep.
Um, and it uses more adult humor and or tries to use more adult humor and other things like that to get like the similar vibe of a Christmas movie. And I think that's part of the point, at least in the modernized version of Hanukkah. Um, so yeah, I'm interested in your thoughts there.
So yes, he Adam Sandler loves to employ his friends and family. I'm just going to say that number one. Number two, yeah, I see the Grinch correlation, especially because like there's a label in the Grinch, the holiday cheermeister that the mayor wants, and then in this it's the guy Tom who wants the bat patch, but it's Mr. Whitey who wants it really, really badly. Like it's there, but it's also not.
Sure, you know way more Grinch lore than I do, but yeah,
So
okay.
much. Love the Grinch. No, but it gave similar vibes. And I was like, okay, so Davy's the Scrooge of this story. Davy's gonna go through it, and Mr. Whitey's going to be his good angel leading him through. And I mean, as far as holiday movies, I think there was something there. I think that if they took out quite a few parts, they could have a really good, heartfelt movie. But the toilet humor was its downfall.
I think there's a lot more than just toilet humor that made it, you know, a, a mess of a movie. But yeah,
I mean, they put $34 million into the movie and it only made 23.8 million.
that's about 23.7 million more than it should have made. Um, I think my overall takeaway, if I'm going to say a positive thing about this movie, if we're going to start positive,
Yeah.
which obviously everything I've said so far has been positive,
Yeah.
I would say that this showed an accurate representation of Hanukkah's growing sense of importance in America, at least in the past 50 or 100 years, especially in relationship to Christmas. I think Hanukkah, despite like its origins and like what like how the origin stories of Hanukkah come, um, has come to be used as a way to kind of, on the one hand, maintain Jewish identity as like a distinct entity that's separate from whatever other identity they have, but on the same time, it allows Jewish identity to participate in American culture. And by making this a holiday movie, much in the same themes and much in the same presentation as like a Christmas movie
Mhm.
that we would normally be accustomed to in America, I
Yeah.
think it did a good job in that aspect of the vibe of saying, yes, this is a Jewish film presenting, Hanukkah as the backdrop as opposed to Christmas that maintains a distinct Jewish identity, but also allows the Jewish identity to participate in American culture.
I would concur with that assessment.
Cool.
No,
But
I
that's about the only good thing I have.
that's about the only good thing. You didn't even find Mr. Whitey to be like a cute character. I thought he was adorable.
No, I thought that he was um what's the word? I think Whitey was annoying and I don't know, a caricature,
Yeah.
in, but not in like a good way.
No. No, 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 none of these were caricatures in like a super great way. I really enjoyed Mr. Whitey. There is this partial bias I have because Connor apparently has been quoting Mr. Whitey to me for like the last 10 years, and I had no idea.
I'm
That,
sorry, your husband, our editor Connor, has knows this movie enough by heart to quote parts of it.
yes.
That's so upsetting. But here we are.
Here we are. Because it's that part when Adam Sandler, when Davey spells out bite me and fries at the food court, and Mr. Whitey goes, joke's on you, I can't read. Connor's constantly telling me jokes on you, I can't read. And he edits these, so you let us know. Well, then luckily there's no reading here. He's just got to drag and drop clips. Um, I mean, Adam Sandler infuses himself in his movies. There was
Yeah.
basketball because he loves basketball.
Yeah, like it was an Adam Sandler movie. He was like, how
But
can
animated.
is yeah, but animated. Adam Sandler was like, wow, and this is how all of his movies go. I used to be really, really good at sports, but something happened to me, and luckily, I don't have to be really, really good at sports now. I just have to, think back to the good old days when I was really, really good at sports, so that when I act, I don't actually have to be really, really good at sports. Um, and that way, it feels like I'm really, really good at sports. And also, yeah, let's give some of my racist friends a lot of money for this role as well.
True. True. He did employ his parents to be
Yeah,
the voices of his parents in the movie. I'm trying to find the good things because it's the holiday season.
yeah. I I wasn't a fan of like the opening scene being Rob Schneider doing a very offensive Asian accent. Not a great
Mm.
opener.
No, no, I didn't like that.
No.
I didn't like that.
No.
No, but I like that Mr. Whitey was a Disney princess.
What Disney princess was he?
He
I don't
because the
remember
deer
this.
would help him. Disney
Oh
princesses have
yeah.
animal friends.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Did you not know?
I
This
didn't
is
I
a
didn't know that.
very simple thing.
Sorry, I didn't know. When I think of Disney princess, like Cinderella, does she have
Or
animal friends help her?
mice.
Fascinating. Snow White, obviously, she's got
Yeah,
animal
deer,
helpers.
birds.
Um, I'm running out of Disney
Moana has a
princesses.
pig.
Moana has a pig. Little
Mhm.
Mermaid's got the fish.
Fish.
Um,
Rapunzel has a, is he a chameleon? A lizard of some, his name's Pascal. And
fascinating.
yeah, yeah,
Wow. There deserves some analysis on this.
yeah.
Maybe
But
not religious analysis, but someone else. Someone
someone
else
else
can
needs to,
analyze that.
yeah. But he had his six deer friends who I like the six deer. I didn't like the porta potty thing. That was really gross. Connor covered my eyes for most of that.
Okay. I hated the deer as adding to the things that was wrong with this movie. They were disgusting and they were like repeatedly joked at as like being Mr. Whitey's like sexually intimate with Mr. Whitey in some aspects.
I took that as innocent.
No, that is not innocent,
I
Joey.
took it as innocent. I
And then after and Adam Sandler covered Mr. Whitey with the porta potty and like covered him in poop. The deer just like licked him clean. And then at some point, I don't remember why, but the deer just started pooping at some point.
yeah, because they were laughing so hard at the joke the mayor made, but he didn't have time to write a joke because he was at the hardware store. But he wrote this that maybe he shouldn't have spent so much time at the hardware store so he could have worked on his speech. Ha ha ha! That was ridiculous. The
Yeah.
banging the heads on the table. I swear they were good. I liked the mall thing. They had Tyra Banks voice the Victoria's Secret dress. They had the Sprouse twins as toy soldiers. These were good things,
Okay.
not
Okay.
utilized well. Well, I mean, crazy dream sequence is not out of the realm for a holiday
Right.
story.
Right. No, I'll agree. I'll agree there. It's not out of the norm, but also, did they do it well? No, not at all.
No.
Yeah, I don't know. There's like we've talked a lot about this movie without like actually talking about like what's going on in this movie, and that's because there wasn't a great plot.
No, no. He
No, the plot essentially is as we're I don't know how long into this, longer than we should be,
yeah.
but as we're this far into this plot, the essentially thing the main thing is Adam Sandler's a grumpy guy who hates the holidays, so he gets drunk, and then in court because he wasn't drunk driving, but what did he do? He broke into something. He almost
Yeah,
drunk drove.
he broke the ice sculptures,
Yes,
the
he broke
menorah
the
and Santa.
yeah he broke the Hanukkah and the Santa sculpture. So he's in jail, and the judge is like, "Hey, I'm gonna sentence you to like 10 years of prison." And then the volunteer youth basketball coach is like, "But what if he helped me coach basketball?" And Adam Sandler's like, "Okay, whatever."
It's
But he's
satire.
grumpy about it. Mr. Whitey's like, "Hey, help me coach basketball." So he forces Adam Sandler to coach basketball. His heart's not in it. He's not helping any of the kids. He's making fun of the kids on the court, gets his house burned down, and he has to go move in with Mr. Whitey. And then he makes fun of Mr. Whitey because Mr. Whitey is this really nice guy who just wants people to love him, but he's so annoying. And then Mr. Whitey just wants an award that he doesn't deserve, but he thinks he deserves. And then he doesn't get the award. And this is where we get the redemptive arc, where Adam Sandler, like, oh my goodness, I've cried. Now that I've cried, I can heal the world now. I've cried. So he goes to Mr. Whitey, the award ceremony. He's like, you guys should have given that award to Mr. Whitey. And they're like, you're right. We're not going to arrest you now. And we're all going to go celebrate Mr. Whitey. None of it makes sense. It was an awful plot. Don't waste your time watching this movie.
Hmm. Yeah, it was really, really bad. It was really bad. I can't fake it anymore. It got half a star. I gave it half a star. You gave it 1 star.
I gave it 1 star because I feel bad giving things half a star, but it was no good.
No good. My full comment was ew.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're right. No real plot there. Just his wife voicing his love interest and
Yeah.
him
Which,
voicing 4 characters.
right. Which, his redemption arc there to get the girl made no sense whatsoever. He was a bad guy the whole time, a horrible influence to her child. And then for no good reason, she's like, let's hear him out. This is
It was
just Adam Sandler being like, oh, yeah, I'm also a professional sports player in my movies. And also, I always get the girl.
yeah,
It's
it was an
annoying.
animated Adam Sandler movie.
Yeah, yeah. But like when we watched, you're so not invited to my bat mitzvah. Like that was good. Like
Yeah,
I thought that was a really good exploration of Judaism, and like I was like, oh wow, Adam Sandler actually has the ability to do like solid, good content. But
which is why you
early,
had hope for this.
which is why I had hope for this. But early Adam Sandler has a lot of growing to do.
I mean, there were yeah, there were some stereotypes, but I think some never mind.
Yeah,
Chinese restaurants.
yeah, that was rough.
Yeah. So was this a religious movie or a movie that just depicted religion?
Yeah, it was a movie. It
It
was
was
a movie
there.
that we reviewed. Like I was so close to like after I watched this movie, like why do we even need to do an episode about this? This was awful. And then I thought to myself, no, I forced myself to watch this movie. I'm going to get something out of this. So I'm sorry to all you listener that you have to listen to us talk about this awful movie, anyways. But hey, if you want to have a bad evening, you know what to watch.
But it's all good. We're gonna watch something really good next. I've already seen it. So
I haven't, so fingers crossed.
and I watched probably like the best. I cannot stress to you enough. I'm already hyping you up for this next one. But the fact that I watched probably the best movie I've ever seen in my life and the worst movie in a 24-hour time span is messing with my brain.
Yeah.
Because I was like, oh my gosh, that was so good. And then we watched this and I'm like, there's so much poop. Why so much poop? You
Yeah.
know,
So you're saying that the new Knives Out movie has religion and less poop?
less poop
Well, I
and
think
less poop.
I'm excited for it then.
Yeah. So it'll all be good, but that's I think a wrap for us. You got any more to say?
Yeah, I mean, we could talk about like Hanukkah as like a holiday, but like maybe we'll just save that for another episode that we like can actually take seriously. Um, but
Did we
yeah,
count if there were 8 crazy nights? I'm just
I
gonna
think
trust that there were.
not worth it. It's not worth counting 8 crazy nights.
Yeah, no. Happy holidays. Find us
Yeah.
on TikTok, YouTube, Spotify, Apple Podcast, Facebook, Instagram, Blue Sky, and email us at theriligioustreehouse@gmail.com if you enjoy this movie. If you feel so strongly moved to let us know the imagery we may have missed, points we may have missed. Please let us know. We would like to be advised on what we missed, and we can try to start a dialogue.
Or if we missed another example that made this movie even worse than we're talking about it now, please let us know.
But it's been great talking to you guys. Bye.
Bye.